Good morning. Hey, I wanted to share with you guys my finished project and I organized my chaos, or reorganized my chaos. Stay tuned. I'll be right back and I'll share with you guys upgrades. I'm very pleased. We'll be right back. So welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Put a new floor in the tractor barn. Those of you been following my show followed me on building the floor. It's working out beautifully. Come on in, I'll share you with you guys. I'll show you what I'm doing in here. So I have a saw set up here for right now. I've been building some things. Yeah, my tractor, I got a phone call yesterday and they just wanted to know to go ahead and fix a couple of things that they need to do. I gave them the okay. So I getting the tractor back, and the tractor barn, yes, it doesn't look like it, but it will fit the tractor. I took all the measurements, and in spite of all the stuff, it will include the tractor, because I'd have to move the tractor out if I want to come out here and work on anything. So let me share with you guys. I'm very pleased about this project. Yeah, I finally got everything organized. That's what I said. I organized my chaos. So a lot of my stuff that I got in here, I got free, either from estate cleanups, roadside finds, mainly estate cleanups. They were just given to me. And just a few items I actually purchased, and some items were given to me by advertisers to do a review on. So, like I said, a very few things that I had to pay for. This saw, I actually paid, I found it on Facebook. It had a messed up plug, so I fixed the plug and paid really inexpensive for this DeWalt saw. This comes in really handy. And this DeWalt table that the saw set's on, I actually got this free. My wife gave it to me for Christmas one year, and I use it all the time. And check out these artifacts that I found. These are cool. I was actually hanging this, I got this from an estate cleanup. It's just like a little locker, but I'm using it to organize and store some stuff in. I gotta fix this. Why is it not opening? Open sesame. There we go. Yeah, I gotta lubricate that, but this is gonna hold some of my power tools. And I can lock it too. That makes it nice. Anyway, I got that mounted up here on the side. I had to put some, you can see them back here. I had to put some 2x4s in there, and they're fixed in a way where that mounts on. And then down here, I stored the items I use the most. So I put them right next to the garage door so I can grab them. This is the pressure washer. My son actually bought this for me for my birthday one year. And then these two items I got from different estate cleanups. There's a big shop vac and then a smaller shop vac. Use them all the time. Yeah, the one shop vac I actually use to suck rabbit turds. I clean the rabbit house with that, and I also do some other stuff and clean up in here, clean up the dust and the debris. Anyway, these little items that I found in here, well, actually no, I found them in this other thing. I'll show it to you in a minute. But this is a leather-covered 50-foot tape measure. I don't know what year it is, but it's American-made. It's vintage, folks. It's vintage because you just don't see these anymore. It's missing the end, but it's The Lufkin Rule Company, 50 foot, Saginaw, Michigan. Anyway, I found that artifact in this other thing, and I found I found 3 or 4 of these. These are well, they're all the same. They're rulers. They just unfold like this, and there's 4 of them. They're little rulers, vintage. For I guess a carpenter would use these, but I got 4 of them, and I thought that is so cool that I found these. Let me show you the cabinet I found them in. It's this cabinet right here. Now I put casters on the cabinet so I can wheel it out and move it around easy. So we got brand new casters put on there. I had just built a frame. That's what I was using the saw for. And I'm getting ready to, this top removes, but I'm getting ready to mount this grinder. I got this from an estate cleanup. Brand new, never been used. And my other one gave up the ghost, but got my saw in there right now. But I also have a router table that I'm gonna bolt on here. So I can pull this out. I can use both the grinder and then flip it around and use the router table. And yeah, it's a multi-purpose cabinet, and store my bigger power tools inside. So that's great. The elephant in the room is this big, oh man. Yes, I got this from an estate cleanup. It came free and it fits in here. I got everything organized in here. It even came with a drawer full of pneumatic tools. Yeah, I got an air compressor over there that actually I purchased from Harbor Freight. That's another item I purchased. Yeah, it's just a standard compressor. And this pancake compressor, which is more portable, I can run it down the house, and I can use some like a pneumatic brad nailer, or just use it to air up tires. So yeah, that came free from an estate cleanup. And this cabinet, it had one door on it. I cut it off because I didn't need it, and I just stored my all of my mechanics automotive stuff in here. And we had some extra metal shelves. I put these in here to give me more shelf space, because this is the windshield washer fluid. I talked about it in a previous show, and it's rated for minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And the reason why I have this on hand is because I repaired the back tire on my tractor. This is the ballast for inside the back tires for the tractor. So that's why I have such a large supply on it. Anyway, all this stuff I got free except for the jack. I actually purchased that. Wheelbarrow I got free. Log splitter, you see me use that. I purchased that to make my log splitting easy. This I got free from an estate cleanup. This Vivor sent me. It's a you put seeds and compost in it, and you spread it on your lawn. Of course, this I bought. The lawnmower I purchased, and Vivor sent me this stand. And I put it together and did a review on that. And then all these tools I got for free, except for this one. I inherited it. No, I purchased this one. Yeah, I purchased this one. The post hole digger, the clamshell post hole digger. I've got another one back here. This one I got free, but this post hole digger I inherited from my dad. My dad had it. And everything else in here I got free, except for this table saw. It doesn't need casters. It's light enough for me just to pull out, and it's small enough just to store there for a while until I need it. I can just pull it out. I just got casters shipped to me yesterday. I'm going to be installing these casters on this big old radial arm saw. Now I got that free from an estate cleanup. I have to put the casters on it because it's really heavy, and this way it sticks out too far for the tractor to fit. So that's why I'm putting casters on it, to be able to pull out, turn to the side, and shove back in. And I have to replace this board on here though. I did cut some more boards for the bottom. They're going to be attaching them, and that's what the casters are going to be fixed to. And this, this chipper shredder, the neighbor gave it to me. He moved and he said, just take this home with you. It didn't work. I had to replace the carburetor, and then I had to buy blades for it. It did not have any blades in it, so I restored this and I can use it now. I just got a Northern Tool catalog in the mail yesterday, and I was looking through there, and these chipper shredders aren't cheap. They're like this model right here, one like it can be over $1,000. So, jeez. Got a 5 kilowatt backup generator up here that I use for out here. And then I can also power up, since it's 220, I can power up my well over an extended period of time in case I need to recharge the well so we can have water. And of course, you guys seen this trunk, estate cleanup. This is not mine. That goes to the lady who I'm storing stuff for. But I did a video regarding that trunk. It was so heavy. I went and finally opened it up and looked at it. And I'll just share real quick with you guys. It had a false bottom on it. And I lifted it up and there was something in there. I'll go ahead and leave a link at the end of this video so you guys can go watch that video and see what treasure I found hidden behind that false bottom of that trunk. That was cool. But I just built this too. Let me show you what I built, and I had to. In fact, maybe one of you guys can help me figure this out. This is a Troy Pony rototiller that somebody just gave me. The engine was toast. So I purchased a new engine, but the wheels are frozen to the axles, and I'm trying to figure out how to get those wheels unfrozen. Now, I've put a lot of penetrating oil on there, still hasn't freed it up, but I had to put it on this little cart. I put casters on so I can move it around, because this thing you have to walk unless you crank on the engine and then the wheels will turn. But the wheels are seized to the shaft. And maybe one of you guys might know how to do that. Now, I've read penetrating fluid and then also some heat to try to knock that loose. So I'll go ahead and try it, and I'll read the reviews and what you guys recommend. So let me take you outside and show you guys my organized chaos. Now, that organized chaos is right here. Check out what I did. I had 3 pallets. I laid one on the ground. I had 2 pallets I set on and screwed them down to the other pallet, because the pallet on the ground is going to keep all the material off the ground, because like when I store my wood down here, I don't want it in contact with the ground because stuff will cause the wood to rot. And anyway, I'd use the spaces in the pallets for storing my plastic drain pipes, my electric fence posts. Over here I have 2 different sizes of T-posts I use that for. And then across the bottom I store my lumber. On the second I got a couple 2x4s, and I just cut them into 4-foot lengths, and then put in the middle to create a little shelf in the middle, and then on the top to create a shelf on the top. So I'm able to put my metal roofing material that I have on in my inventory, my resource pile, or my junk pile. What farm doesn't have a junk pile? Yeah. So this junk pile was really chaos, but now it's organized. I can walk up here, I can look to see what I have, and then just grab what I need. On top I was gifted these beautiful cherry wood French glass panel doors, kind of like the ones I have going into my library in the house. And I have plans of building a tree house with those. I have these irons that were part of my photovoltaic array setup, but the coating came off of it. They are still under warranty, so I was able to get a new set shipped to me that was improved from the company. So they sent me a free set and I was able to fix those. So I've got those two on inventory and I can use those as bases and weld them to the tops of these poles. I got these from an estate cleanup. I just had to clean up the estate. So I've got plans of building a big tree house, a cottage back up on the mountains around a tree, and then a smaller tree house. I got plenty of material there for a smaller tree house. So that's where those doors are going to go. I was hoping to get the tree house built by now, but we've had other things come up that I just couldn't do it. So let's take you back here. Oh, I took these little racks here and a place to finally store my ladder. So now my Organized Chaos is only 4 feet wide, but it's as long as the material that I have stored in it. Yeah, I just had to go repair a fence this morning. So this is where I store my extra fence posts. And then I got my farm implements back here. I want to organize these, but I can't move them until the tractor gets back because they are heavy. I got some here and I got some broken forks over there. Hopefully I can get them welded up and repaired them because they were too light duty to handle what I was handling, and I got the heavier duty ones that just fasten right to the bucket of the tractor. Yeah, I got the scraper blade, I've got this mow deck, I've got the plow over here, and then over there by the metal pipes I've got the harrow. I did a video on the harrow. I was restoring that. It had some missing parts, and then all these I got free from an estate cleanup, all these. So that's how I do it, king of cheap. Anyway, this is my Organized Chaos. It looks so much better. I can walk back here and I can find readily what I need for my farm. Or projects that I do on the farm. Speaking of a project, before I go on, to share with you guys one thing I was able to do when I was I had excess rock in the garage. So I scooped out the excess rocks and I was able to make gravel paths. I got one right here, finally getting out of the mud. I never had a gravel path over here, but it gets really muddy up here during the winter months or the rainy seasons. And I'm so afraid I might fall and break a hip. I also got my gravel path all the way down to my backyard gate. So I'm on gravel and I'm not in the mud at all this year. Oh, I'm so thankful. Well, that's it for Organizing the Chaos. I don't have any money to spend on anything, so I'm just making do with what I have and improving and just straightening things up, cleaning things up around here, and getting the homestead looking presentable in case they come and film something. I won't talk about that. Anyway, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up, share my videos, be safe, always be kind, and thank you for watching. And let me show you guys how I'm organizing my chaos. Bye-bye now.